Bears are often seen as solitary, powerful, and territorial creatures. But in Alaska's wild landscapes, they've developed surprising behaviors to avoid unnecessary conflicts. One of the most fascinating of these is their ability to steal food from each other without engaging in fights. How do these massive predators navigate such tricky interactions without resorting to violence? Today we'll explore the clever strategies and social dynamics that allow Alaska's bears to outsmart each other while keeping the peace. Bears are intelligent animals with highly developed social hierarchies. In Alaska, where food sources like salmon runs and berry patches attract large numbers of bears, conflicts are inevitable. However, fighting comes at a cost. Injuries can be life-threatening and reduce a bear's chances of survival. Instead of risking harm, bears have developed non-violent ways to resolve disputes and claim resources. This behavior is a remarkable example of how animals adapt to survive in shared habitats. One key factor in these interactions is the dominance hierarchy among bears. Older, larger, and more experienced bears often dominate feeding areas, asserting their authority through body language. Younger or smaller bears will typically yield to these dominant individuals without a fight. This clear hierarchy minimizes confrontations, as weaker bears know when to back off. Dominance displays, like standing tall or giving a warning growl, communicate intent without physical aggression. Bluffing is another common tactic bears use to assert dominance without fighting. A bear may approach another's food source, make itself look bigger, and act as if it intends to take the meal. In many cases, the other bear will retreat, leaving the food behind without a direct confrontation. This strategy works because bears understand the risks of engaging in a physical fight. Bluffing allows the bold bear to gain resources while avoiding injury. Food sharing through intimidation is also a frequent occurrence in Alaska's bear populations. A dominant bear might simply approach a feeding area, and its presence alone can cause others to leave. Submissive bears often surrender their food, recognizing the unspoken rules of the hierarchy. This behavior ensures that dominant bears get the resources they need while avoiding unnecessary conflict. It's a delicate balance that allows bears to coexist during peak feeding season. Bears also rely on patience and timing to steal food without fighting. A less dominant bear might wait nearby while a larger bear feeds, biding its time. Once the dominant bear leaves, the opportunistic bear moves in to claim whatever scraps are left behind. This scavenging strategy reduces the risk of direct confrontation, allowing both bears to feed. Patience is a valuable skill in the competitive world of Alaskan bears. Body language plays a crucial role in preventing fights among bears. A bear that wants to avoid conflict may lower its head, avoid eye contact, or move away slowly. These submissive signals communicate respect for the dominant bear's claim to food. On the other hand, a dominant bear may assert itself by standing tall, staring directly, or even lunging without making contact. This silent communication helps bears resolve disputes without escalating to physical aggression. The abundance of food during certain times of the year also reduces the need for fighting. During the salmon runs, rivers in Alaska are teeming with fish, providing plenty of food for all. With enough resources to go around, bears are less likely to compete aggressively. Instead, they focus on catching their own meals or taking advantage of leftovers. This seasonal abundance promotes cooperation and tolerance among bears. Bears are highly observant and learn from each other's behaviors. Young bears, in particular, watch older, more experienced bears to understand social cues and feeding strategies. This observational learning helps them navigate complex social interactions and avoid unnecessary risks. By mimicking the tactics of dominant bears, younger bears improve their chances of success. This learning process highlights the intelligence and adaptability of these remarkable animals. Displacement feeding is another strategy bears use to avoid fights. When a dominant bear approaches, a smaller bear may move to a less desirable feeding spot nearby. While the smaller bear might not get the best portion, it avoids conflict while still finding food. This behavior reflects the give-and-take dynamic that allows multiple bears to coexist in the same area. Displacement feeding ensures that even less dominant bears can survive during competitive feeding seasons. The physical size and strength of Alaskan bears also play a role in their non-violent interactions. Dominant bears don't need to fight because their size and presence alone are enough to deter challengers. Smaller bears recognize the futility of challenging a larger opponent, opting to back down instead. This mutual understanding of physical power helps maintain order among the population. It's a silent agreement that reduces injuries and preserves energy for survival. Bears also use vocalizations to communicate their intentions and avoid fights. A low growl or a sharp huff can signal displeasure or a warning to back off. These vocal cues allow bears to establish boundaries without resorting to physical aggression. By listening to each other's sounds, bears navigate complex social dynamics and resolve disputes peacefully. Vocal communication is just one of the many tools bears use to coexist in shared habitats. Another fascinating behavior is the strategic retreat employed by less dominant bears. Instead of engaging in a confrontation, a smaller bear might retreat to a safe distance and wait for its chance. This tactic allows the bear to avoid injury while still keeping an eye on potential opportunities. Strategic retreat demonstrates the intelligence and problem-solving abilities of Alaska's bears. It's a survival strategy that prioritizes long-term health over short-term gains. How do these behaviors benefit bear populations as a whole? By avoiding fights, bears reduce the risk of injuries that could compromise their ability to hunt or defend themselves. This non-violent approach ensures that more bears survive and thrive in Alaska's challenging environment. It also fosters a balance among individuals, allowing both dominant and submissive bears to coexist. These behaviors highlight the importance of cooperation and adaptation in the animal kingdom. Why are these interactions so fascinating to humans? They reveal the complexity of bear behavior and challenge our assumptions about these powerful predators. Bears are not just solitary creatures, they are social animals with intricate communication and problem-solving skills. Their ability to steal from each other without fighting reflects a deep understanding of risk and reward. Studying these behaviors offers valuable insights into the dynamics of wildlife populations. What can we learn from bears in Alaska? Their non-violent strategies remind us of the importance of communication, patience, and adaptability. Even in the face of competition, cooperation and understanding can lead to survival and success. These lessons apply not just to wildlife, but also to how we interact with each other in shared spaces. The behavior of Alaska's bears is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of nature. How do bears in Alaska steal from each other without fighting? Through dominance, body language, vocalizations, and strategic patience, they navigate their social hierarchies with remarkable skill. These interactions show us that even the fiercest predators can find ways to coexist peacefully. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Alaska's bears and their fascinating behavior. Until next time, respect the wild, observe with wonder, and marvel at the intelligence of nature's most iconic creatures. Bears are often seen as solitary, powerful, and territorial creatures. But in Alaska's wild landscapes, they've developed surprising behaviors to avoid